Hello everybody and welcome to the first video here at Android Society, a little YouTube show mainly centered around Android material. So for the first video we're going to be doing sort of an unboxing and hardware overview of the new Samsung Fascinate from Verizon Wireless. It's the latest phone to ship, and surprisingly enough, it is not listed under the Droid line. It is listed under Galaxy S. So let's take a look. There's the device, and first thing you notice is the screen. Comes with a 4-inch Super AMOLED display. Take a look at that in a second. See what else we get here. Get the usual stuff that sits in your closet for 6 months. Important consumer information. Product safety and warranty information. And, of course, tips, hints, and shortcuts. Hold on, I'm just going to adjust the standard for a second. There we go. And you also get your standard 3-foot USB to micro USB connector and your AC to USB power adapter. Surprisingly enough, no headphones. So let's take a look at the hardware itself of its phone. As I mentioned earlier, it is a Super AMOLED display, and it has very vivid colors. One second, let me turn up the brightness. It has a beautiful display, and I'm not so sure if it'll show up in this video, but this display is just gorgeous. It has a 800 by 480 pixel resolution, so very nice. It also has a 1 gigahertz processor, so you will never get lag. On the back here we have a 5 megapixel camera here with an LED flash. And there you have the Galaxy S along with your speaker grill. On the left here, oddly enough, they put the lock button on the side, and I actually think that's quite better. I'd rather be able to click it from the side than have to reach up. I'm already holding it like this. I want a natural place where I can just click the lock button, and I think they did an excellent job there. On the right here, we have the volume rocker and the second microphone for noise cancellation. Up top, another replacement on this device is the USB port on the top. And actually, you'd think it conflict with you if you're trying to use it while it's charging, but actually it doesn't. It feels fine right here, and your hand isn't actually bumping it. The only real issue is if you're trying to use it in landscape, you kind of have to hold it like this because the cord's coming out the side. But other than landscape, it's fine up there. Also up there, you have the 3.5mm headphone jack. Let's take a look inside. You just have the little tab here to pry off the bottom, and the only thing on the bottom is the tab and the microphone. Comes with a 16 gigabyte pre-installed micro SD card, along with 2 gigabytes of internal storage, and you have a 1500 milliamp hour battery. One thing I should also mention about the USB port is it actually has a protective cover of the door. Good way to extend your life of your USB port. Along the bottom you have just the Samsung logo and the menu, home, back, and search button. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this thing. Also up top you have your speaker and your ambient light sensor and your proximity sensor. One thing some people might like, some people might not, is the proximity and light sensors are visible. Some might like that, some might not. Nothing really you can do about that unless you get a case. So yeah, that's my hardware overview. Next we're going to be taking a look at HTC Sense.